Hello, this is how I do like my Unity renders for like stuff like this or like this or that or that. First of all, post-processing. You're gonna need post-processing in your Unity project. So if first you would go up here to Windows and go to Package Manager and just let everything load in. Well, I guess I don't know if it needs to load in, but up here search post processing. It should be like the first one here. I use 3.4. Pretty sure there's newer versions, but I'm just using this one. So once you have that added, you would just right click and create empty. I'm gonna turn this off because this is how it looks without the post processing. Post processing, it looks like this. So you would create a game object, you would add component, and then search post, and it should bring up all this. Add post process volume, and then from here, make sure you have is global checked off, and you would select new profile so you could start setting it up. But before we get to that, you would go to your main camera right here. This is the one that appears in game scene. Go to the main camera and you scroll down and you would add, well, I guess let me remove this, add a component, add a layer, and then set this to everything. And then that should be it. So from here, once you create a new profile, I'm just switch back to this one though, since so you can see. From here you would click add effect Unity and it gives you a list of things. You can just adjust the settings to how you like. So once you have that, you should be able to see it here. And in the game's window, it'll look like this. I'm just gonna turn down the bloom just a little bit. Now to get the character in like these poses, this is already a render of her, but I added some more stuff, so I'm doing a different type of render real quick. There are two ways you can do these poses. One of them is posing it on your own. So if I'm gonna duplicate this real quick, you go hide. Always make sure to duplicate. Don't use it on the base. Duplicate when you're doing this. But from here, you can go to Tools and Pumpkin, and then Pose Editor, and drag your avatar here, and you can like like adjust things from here. I don't like using this at all. Like I've never done a render using it, so that's more like a you do you thing. I'm gonna delete that. But another thing is if you have like an animation or like let me find an example real quick. Okay, so like a Unity walking scene like this. So like if you have like a walking animation, or if you just have like a pose that you can use for this, first you would import an animation. Due to two of the sites that I know, there's Maximo, if you just search it. They just have kind of random animations. It really depends on your style. But the way you would get the animations from these is you would download the FBX, and I really don't want to do it right now, but when you download it, you import it, it'll show up as like an FBX, and you set the model to humanoid, and then it'll have like a, not like that, but it'll have an animation or something in there, so you can just like drag that out or duplicate it, and you'll get the animation for the ones in Maximo. Or you can go to Booth, which I prefer because there's a lot cuter ones. So you can literally just search like pose, AFK, anything like that. Set the filter just to 0, just because I'm a broke bitch. And you'll see they have like these free pose animations to cute little ones. So, and these were made for like booth models, so some of them may not look good on like Western models with Western rigs. Like this, I'm using Zympia's e-girl base on this one. I tried some of these poses on my one model Stupid, and it did not look that good just because of the body sculpt and the body rig. Just overall, how it looked. So you can just look through poses like that, or you can search like motion, and you might be able to find stuff too, like little dances, little poses like these. And then there's a creator who does like MMD dances, so if you like that sort of stuff. So they have a server full of like MMD dances and poses. So if you prefer like dances like that, if you just search like Eve's Motion Empire, you should be able to find it. So I've already done like a render, and I haven't had a chance to like delete all this stuff, so there are like a bunch of animations. Now the way you would apply an animation, so first this is the duplicated avatar. So you just right click, create, and click animator controller, and that'll create one of these. And once you create one of these, you would just drag it onto the avatar. And once you drag it onto the avatar, you would drag the animation you want onto the avatar as well. And it'll apply it to the FX layer. So all of these already have their animations applied when I was looking at other poses. So I found my animation, so I'm going to do the same thing, create a controller and catwalk. Kind of drag it onto there, and then this catwalk motion, drag it onto there. Once like your FX and everything are applied, you can save just in case, just go to play mode, and they will automatically be like playing. What are you doing? Okay, so if we go to the scene, this one, the little walking, very cutesy, and then the little pose, basically, I'm gonna hide this one just because I'm trying to render just her solo. Okay, so I usually have my game screen full screened on my second monitor, but basically you're just adjusting the camera and adjusting the character and the pose just so it's like, I guess you could have it here if you wanted to constantly look at it, but I have mine on my second monitor just because I prefer it like that. And then from here, I'm just gonna customize her the way I need to. Just like whatever assets, because you don't have like any of your toggles and such on, you need to edit it yourself. So okay, and whenever you're here, make sure to apply like any sort of shape keys and such, and just that make sure you have like everything you want toggled on or off. So once you have this set up, you can do this with like any amount of characters, any like amount of avatars, but like in this one I did 4. Usually I do like 2 or 3, but this one I wanted to do 4 just because it felt a little empty. This one I'm just doing 1 just because it's really simple render for this upload photo. This is a current version of my personal for a creator bash. So yeah, now we adjust the lighting. You can adjust any sort of this from here. I also like to adjust the background. So like the skybox being white just instead of the plain, you would just create a material and then you would change it to skybox, 6-sided, and you can either change the color or you can drag on textures and such like in here. So I already have this one applied. So I'm gonna make this just a little lighter because I like the white. I like it to be blind. Your directional light usually has like a yellow tint, so I would just make sure to change it just to white or to whatever you want. It doesn't have to actually be like yellow. Or you can create, if you right click in here and go to lights, I like to use the point light, and once you have it all set, literally like, it's not like Blender where you would like, select the render button, it does all its post-processing and stuff. Literally, just screenshot the game menu with post-processing. Load that. So I will use GIMP. This is where she is right now. So you can edit however you want. I'll just do a little like speed. I'll just speed up this part of me editing it though, just because I don't know. I don't think anyone wants a tutorial on how to use GIMP because GIMP, especially for me, since I honestly am just fucking around and figuring it out. Alright, so this is the final product. So just export it. And that is all. I'm not really proud of this render, but it was really just like a quick joke one for this edit and just for this video. And yeah, just how I do my render stuff.